After a point at Norwich, can I have your initial assessment of the game?
Well, definitely mixed feelings. I think that we performed at good level in the first half. I think the guys show big personality as we asked them. Especially, it was very important for us to bounce back after not the best performance against Swansea, and I think the guys did. And we play against a good opposition. We took the lead in the halftime, and then definitely the second half was not the picture that we wanted. We start to drop lower, and that's sometimes part of the game, right? That they will push, but I think we start to drop too early into the second half. Still, the guys show big commitment as they always show, and that's why we are a bit disappointed, because it's difficult to be critical with those guys, with the way they work, the way they try to push each other, and I was just a bit disappointed the way we concede in the minute that we concede. But to be fair, I think that Norwich deserved the equaliser because they were pushing and created some chances in the second half.
And how important is it after conceding the goal to make sure to not concede another and end up leaving here with nothing?
Yeah, always my mindset, even if we are leading, is to try to score the second. So that's the message that I try to send to the players. We spoke in the halftime to forget a little bit about this goal. And I get it that sometimes when you get close to the end of the game, minute 90, the team that plays at home is losing. They will risk more. They will start to put, as they did, Barnes at the top, more strikers, risk more, and that's part of the game. So, of course, I'm not saying that in some situations you need just to accept that can be the match picture. But I think it was very important for us to start the second half the same way we did in the first one, and unfortunately we couldn't keep the ball enough. And this is something that we need to work on how we can make sure that we have longer sequences in possession, on how we can attack through longer sequences, because then I think in the second half we rush a little bit into the counter. But the mindset is always, even if they score in minute 90, we are disappointed, but the disappointment can be now on the way back home. But in that moment we need to try to score the second. This is the kind of mindset that we push to have.
And in the way the goal was conceded, first giving away the throw and then falling asleep after it, is that something that makes things even more disappointing?
Yeah, definitely. But these are the kind of things that internally we work and that we're gonna make sure that everybody understands how we can improve this. But as I said, I want to give credit to the guys because, again, with the amount of injuries that we are having, with the adversities that we are having, 2 games in a row in such few days, long trips, early kick-off, all those things are not easy. And then I think the work ethic that the guys are showing is what encourage me for the next one. So we are disappointed, absolutely. I felt the support of the fans was great and helped us in the game, during the game. But I just a bit sad that we couldn't give them the 3 points, and it's definitely something that we need to work on.
And the changes you made before the game, how much of that was tactical and how much was based on the amount of games we're having at the moment?
Yeah, combination. We knew that we already pushed Jake a lot of minutes, so we didn't want to risk much with him, even though he's a very important player for us, especially in the situation where we were with the centre halves. It was very important to not risk more with him. With Sam Phil, he ran crazy amount of meters and against Swansea, and then he picked a yellow card. So I think he was playing well. He was very important for us, but at the same time we thought that it could be very costly if he could pick the second yellow card eventually, and that it was important as well for him to keep some freshness. We had Jonathan, that we decided not to start him, despite he was as well is an important player for us. So it's always a combination of tactical things during the game. I'm very happy that Illy managed to play a lot of minutes at really high level. At the end, according to the picture of the game, we know that he could pick the ball, keep the ball, and help us to have longer sequences. But as well, he was a little bit tired. They were pushing deeper with the right fullback, and then we thought that perhaps introduce some fresh legs to get a good counter, to get capacity as well to attack deeper, could be important. And yeah, I think that it's a combination always of reasons between tactical, game management, and as well a little bit the schedule.
Can I also ask about Anderson, who did come off injured? Is there any early reaction to him?
It seems that he felt his calf in the same action, so we need to assess and see what happened. But I cannot give you an accurate answer.
And how important is it to pick ourselves up again for Watford and take the positives out of today?
Yeah, very, very, very important. I would say that the main message today was to bounce back. I think that we did. Definitely we're disappointed about conceding that late goal, but I would say that a point here is not the worst result, especially because I said the situation where we are, the adversity we are facing. So all the credit to the guys. Now we need to make sure that we look at ourselves, what are the things that we can improve, and make sure that we have a good performance. And I think that coming back home with our fans will be very important. And let's prepare the next one, because it's an important game, and we felt that in the game away perhaps we could have picked the 3 points. We're gonna try our best to pick them this time.